I'm often asked by golfers, how do I improve my focus out there on the course? And in this video, I'll address it by telling you that what you think is a focus problem is really a motivation issue. Yeah, you heard me right. And I know you're going to agree with me when you follow my logic here, and I'm going to give you the solution. So here it is. You go out on the course, and when you stick to your pre-shot routine, you block out distractions, you key in on your swing key, right? You go through a consistent set of motions. You tend to get consistent results. Isn't that right? And then something knocks you off your track like a bad shot or a poor score on a hole. You lose your focus, right? Your emotions get out of hand, your mind starts coming up with negative thoughts about your game, and all sorts of interference comes in, wrecks your swing and your putting stroke. Well, here's the interesting observation I've made over the years of working with golfers' mental games. Now, I've heard the story about needing to focus, like I mentioned, from doctors, high-level executives, and every sort of very successful people in various careers. Here it comes. Wait for it. Successful careers where they all have to use extreme focus for prolonged periods of time in order to achieve that success. Getting my drift? And they tell me they have a focus problem out there on the course. I don't buy it. They all know how to focus fantastically. The kind of distractions you experience on the golf course, it's nothing like what you face in your career, your vocation, your calling, and yet we say we have a focusing problem. No, you don't. The biggest difference is in your career, you have a very strong motivation to call on your ability to focus. Often if you don't call on it, you might get fired or at least have some sort of serious repercussion if you don't. In your career, you're completely driven. And you're in the present moment, dealing with every facet of what you do, hour by hour, moment by moment, tackling the task at hand. On the golf course, however, it's just a game. The motivation to call up and use that internal power you have and have used time and time again, it just isn't there. So your mind wanders. And it's weak out there on the course. Now, you never have that kind of mental weakness in your career because, frankly, it's not tolerated, right? Right now, I want you to go back to a time in your career. Maybe it was yesterday for some of you, where you used your excellent ability to focus and you got things done. And you did it for an extended period of time. Can you go there? Can you see it? Or can you feel that right now? Don't ask how to improve your focus. Ask yourself, how motivated am I to call upon what I already know how to do? And then answer that question. Look for part 2 in this series of tips on how to focus for golf. I'm Craig Sigl, mental toughness trainer, greens and fairways.